Hello everybody, my name is Jose Vera. I am a freshman at Fresno State, and today I will be discussing some things that make me as a person, like boxing, history, watching movies, and watching sports. First, let's discuss boxing. So around the age of 14 is when I first started boxing. This was during COVID and quarantine. I was bored at home, so I asked my parents if I could get a punching bag and some boxing gloves. They agreed and they got it for me. So after a couple of years of training at home, I learned all the basic techniques in boxing and I started to notice that I was improving a lot. So I asked my parents if I could join a boxing gym. Last is that I did end up joining the boxing gym, but my parents were very against it. I ended up meeting new people and it was a ton of fun. I was able to spar, which is fighting with headgear and bigger gloves. I got to use a ton of new equipment that I didn't have at home, but eventually I had to stop going to the gym because I had gotten a car and couldn't afford the payments for the boxing gym anymore. Second, let's discuss history. First is that I have always been interested in history, if it's American history or European history. With American history, I like learning about the Great Depression and how we eventually recovered from it. With European history, I like learning about the battles that happened during World War II in Europe. Second is that these are some of the things that have made me want to become a history teacher and teach the future generation about stuff from our past. Third, let's discuss movies. First is that some of my favorite movies are Interstellar, The Godfather, and Oppenheimer. But recently, my girlfriend has put me onto a new couple of movies, like Paul, which is about an alien, Coraline, and we recently started watching a movie called Twilight, which is pretty good. Second is that I really enjoy movies that tell a story about someone, like biopics, which is my favorite genre of movies. And that's why I also enjoy documentaries. But I am also open to watching new types of genres.
Last, let's discuss sports.
First is that I have always been a fan of watching sports, if it was basketball, football, or combat sports. Some of the sports that didn't catch my eye as a kid were baseball and soccer, but eventually I grew to it and started watching them. Especially soccer is one of the sports I've been getting into. Second is that some of my favorite moments are watching sports over the weekend with my brother. We usually watch boxing or MMA on Saturday if it's on. And during the football season, we usually watch the 49ers games on Sunday. Last is that my favorite sport is boxing. It's something about two people fighting in the middle of a ring and all the waiting time from the fighters walking out to their names being announced that just brings more excitement to the fight. But overall, my favorite sport is boxing. I love watching two people fight in the middle of the ring and all the time waiting from the fighter walking out to their name being announced brings excitement to the fight, especially when it's one of my favorite fighters, and the excitement of waiting for months after the fight was announced and finally getting to watch them is a great feeling. So today I introduced myself to you guys and the things I like and enjoy doing. I have loved boxing since the age of 14. I love history and the things it has taught me. I enjoy movies ever since I started watching them, and sports has always had a special place in my heart.
So thank you guys for watching and listening to this video. These are some of the things I do on a daily basis that make me as a person.